Sorry I'm late. I was listening to All That Glitters, but not just any All That Glitters. Search specifically for the one by Steph Cragnola. There's a bunch of them out there, but find the right one.
Hi, I'm Austin, and this is Late Starters.
Captain, as soon as we started, she's like, hey, I must be on you.
Well, good. Welcome.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It's got day. It's not birthday.
All right, let's sing Happy Got Day.
Yeah, birthday was Halloween.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Happy
All right,
got
you ready?
day to,
Day to you. No, I was going. You took the lead. Let's go.
Happy got day to you. Happy got day, dear Gideon and Nona. Happy got day to you.
Special
many
mention
more.
to Philip.
Oh, yeah. R.I.P. Philip. That's in the chat for Philip.
Oh,
Philip's
got
not
day
dead
for-
yet.
Oh, well, this is his gotcha day. Gotcha.
You got day.
I do have a couple of quick questions before we start. Hey, Alex, Tim, why the fuck didn't you guys sing?
Because I didn't know the words.
Yeah. I've never heard that song before in my life.
This was my first day, and so I was kind of watching and learning through observation.
All right. Can't argue with that. Is there anything cool coming up?
The recap.
Boom.
Okay, so Rictor's Rotom was all like turning into other people's phone and stuff, or like getting inside. I don't know how it works. I'm not a scientist. But then was sending text messages, and I don't know, that's probably going to cause some drama. But we were on our way to Grandma's house. It's not my grandma. It's Victor's grandma, and I guess it's also Rictor's grandma by default. And then they were talking about what Pokemon they want, and then I was asking a lot of questions because I'm supportive. I'm a Posey and Chick, and it turns out they know each other. Like, I didn't know that. I was just trying to... shut up. So, yeah, they both used to belong to the professor, who's been studying Pokemon his whole life. Anyway, after we figured all that out, we tried to get Rictor to go to Dr. B's Rock Hard School of Love and stuff. I don't know if it's going to happen. I think Spoons went there, though, because he was all breaking up fights between Chino and the Nidoran twins. But then, like, we kept going to Grandma's, and there was this like, judge who said that Slice needs to go to prison, which he does, but only for, like, 6 months, and that's, like, not nearly enough, but whatever. But then it turns out that Slice was broken out by this pair who said, prepare for trouble and make it double, or some mess like that. And then they're gonna all, like, I don't know, maybe that's important to some people. I don't, it just is a thing that I just got told that they said it.
Chicken bounds forward up the trail with Posey on all fours right behind. The four of you walk together, but you're all surrounded by just so many Pokemon. You have the usual suspects in Posey, Spoons, and Chonks, and every one of Calynn's Pokemon, Pidge, Pichu, Scyther, Cubone, and Liddy. But you also have Leaf, Sunny, Basil, the Nidoran twins, and and the rest of Rictor's Pokemon, Chicken, Chino, Spruce, and Rolla, who has been making Ford's phone vibrate every 3 minutes, but when he checks it, there's no notification. You're all walking down the trail. What do you guys do?
I walk down the trail.
Walking down the trail.
I'm speed walking down the trail because I'm really excited to go see Grandma.
I am picking up a rock every now and then and sort of like tossing it through the dirt, but then I'll realize that Victor is way ahead of me, so I'll run to catch up.
As you catch up and you all do come to a hill, and it seems you've almost made it through the woods. The path begins to widen, and as the orange glow of the sunset is beginning to fade on the horizon, you see light posts have been put up and down the trail on each sides. And then suddenly, in quick succession, they all begin to light up and illuminate your path. And if you guys don't want anything, you guys want to do anything else on the way, you continue down. And Victor, you see your grandma's house. It's just off the trail. As you start to take all the house in, the little cabin cottage, the bunkhouse that's off to the side, you see the Magikarp pond. And there's the soft, familiar glow of a light that hangs over the dock of your grandfather's Magikarp pond. You see the water gently lapping against the wood, and a small fin break the surface. Rictor, you see this too now as you catch up to Victor. And as this fin breaks the surface, you see it swim back and forth slowly. As it swims under the glow, you see just this glint of something shiny on the top of it. And as you kind of watch this, suddenly many more glints hit the light as a net flies through the air, landing right on top of the Magikarp. And as the net is pulled back to shore, you see it's filled with Magikarp. The shiny glint is on all of their foreheads. 5 figures gather around the lake, around the pond, with all holding nets. They start plucking the stones off the Magikarp and tossing them into bags. And you can faintly start to hear them now. These stones are sure to come in handy for the boss's next plan. He can just put them through the Silph Coast system and bada bing, bada boom, free money, no questions asked. And he tosses a Magikarp back into the lake. What are you doing, you idiot? Aren't we supposed to be taking the Pokemon too? A woman says as she throws a stone into her own bag and holds a flopping Magikarp with the other hand. Not the weak ones. These ones won't even sell what it's worth to capture them for. She shrugs. I'll just throw them in the bag anyway and let the Pokemon pull them in the wagon. Suit yourself. Just keep working. Another voice says as he drags in another net. Calynn, as you are viewing this scene as well, you hear growl, Growlithe. As Growlithe comes up beside you. And Victor, you feel a pull on your leg. And you look down and see the Clefairy. She points towards the men and the woman. Clefairy. What do you all do?
I think if Growlithe is going off, I think Calynn's going to look at the Growlithe and be like, what, those are the guys that took your guy?
Growl.
All right, you guys, let's kill him.
Well, I mean, stop them, definitely. Kill,
Oh, let's put them in their own nets.
You know what? Let's do that. Hey, you! Put those Magikarp down!
They all turn to look at you now, and they just kind of smile as they see you. You can kind of see them now as they move. They're starting to move a little closer to you as you say that. Now that you have a better look, they're all dressed in black. They have matching like sweatsuits on, beanies on, and behind them is a toboggan looking vessel with a black furred Pokemon with a lightning pattern, white stripes harnessed to the front of it. Its body type looks familiar to you, Calynn. It kind of looks like a ponytail, except where the fire mane would be, it has a jagged white mane that extends back all the way to its tail. It looks around and its electric blue eyes jolt. Doesn't look like the kind of Pokemon that wants to be friends.
Am I looking at a hat or a sled?
A sled.
Glad we got that out of the way.
I just don't know anymore.
Okay, well then I'm gonna try and walk out in front of everybody and walk towards them too, and I'll be like, just put the bag down and walk. Oh wait, hold on, character voice. Just put the bag down. No, that's the wrong one.
He's Batman.
Just come on, just put the bag down and walk away.
Roll me an intimidation check.
Can I help?
Yeah.
Great.
Well, don't you want to wait until he rolls and then do your whatever?
Nope. I just want to throw it out there. And if he doesn't need it, I don't care.
Okay.
I'm still helping.
I don't want to wait.
These two that are up front, as you kind of move forward and meet them forward and say that, they like look at each other and look back at you, and they drop the nets into the water and take off this way.
They dropped everything.
Yeah, they dropped everything.
Okay.
Can I tell you a thought I had before we started playing today?
THOT.
THOT. I was like, I'm not going to open any of my character sheets because, like, I probably won't need them all. And never have I been so immediately incorrect.
As these three trainers stand at the end of this bridge, they all throw Pokeballs out too. The guy in the back throws out 2 Pokeballs on his own, so 4 Pokemon come out. As these lights coalesce, the 4 Pokemon you see, one of them comes out and you see it's familiar to you, Ford. It has big open mouth in the center and a bunch of teeth that go horizontal and 2 spikes coming out of the top of its head, a pincer. 2 Pokemon coalesce on the side of each other, and one starts kicking the air, the other starts punching, as you see Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee. And one sets out into the air, a bird type Pokemon with a yellow beak, navy blue feathers, and what looks like a hat on the top of its head as a Murkrow flies around. The Zebstrika in the back also starts to lightning crackle as it looks like it's ready to join the fight as well.
I have a semantics question.
Yeah.
I've always heard it Zebstrika. Is it
Me too.
Zebstrika or Zebstrika?
I've always heard Zebstrika too.
Potato.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard
What
it.
that?
I've always heard Zebstrika.
Oh, okay.
Zebstrika.
Yeah.
Zebstrika.
Back in the motherland.
Yes, we do the Mordor dance. Zebstrika.
And as these Pokemon form, you see this guy that threw out the pincer toss one of the last Magikarp that he's holding into the this river that flows into the pond. And as he does, the battle starts as the Hitmonlee moves forward. He's gonna move past you, Ford, so you can take an opportunity attack if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and trip him. Accidentally.
Roll a struggle attack. 10 will hit. So you can either trip him or do that 19 damage to him, up to you.
Gonna trip him.
All right, so as you trip him, he drops to the ground and his speed ends. So he doesn't take a double move. As he gets here, he's just clenches his hand in his fist, and you see him just close his eyes for a second on the ground.
Oops.
As he uses focus energy.
What am I gonna do? Punch a Pokemon in the face and do 19? Like, what did you think I
Yes.
was gonna?
Up next, where's that turn order? I've completely lost the turn order.
It's
Sounds
right
like
there.
you just have to believe us.
I believe you, Scyther.
Scyther is so far away. Can Scyther move closer and use agility to up that combat stage?
You guys can all start your Pokemon from Posey, essentially, except Chicken, which Chicken's up further, so.
There. I'm going to move my speed up by 2 stages.
And you wanted to move up as well?
Yeah, please.
All right. Seeing Scyther move up, This Hitmonchan will move up as well. And as it gets in Scyther's face, you see its hands just start moving, punching fast. Uses bullet punch.
Can I ask a zoological Pokemon question?
Mm-hmm.
Is it born with boxing gloves, or does it steal the boxing gloves, or how does that work?
Some are born with boxing gloves, some achieve boxing gloves, and others have them thrust upon them.
It's a damn good Muhammad Ali quote.
When they're in tadpole form, do they have like small boxing gloves on?
What about that looks like a frog to you?
When they are tiny baby infant, what were they called?
When it's a Tyrogue.
But it's a
Oh,
Tyrogue.
it doesn't have boxing gloves as a Tyrogue.
Yeah.
It just has little fingies.
It gains the boxing gloves through power.
Okay.
Is
it like a keratin, or like a?
It's a
Yeah,
rite of
they're-
passage.
It's built up over time as the Tyrogue
So
punches
you could-
a lot of things.
You can tell how old it is by the rings inside the boxing glove. Okay,
How
got
many
it.
layers of callus are over these gloves? 7 to hit Scyther.
Hang on. I just did something with the agility, okay? Maybe,
Okay.
just maybe, in my wildest dreams. Fuck, no. Not enough of a multiple of 5.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
That'll be 27 minus your defense.
I don't like your candor.
I don't have a candle.
Wow. Way to dismiss Liddy. You jerk.
Yeah, as these punches, you see the chitinous fists start to lay into Scyther. As Scyther's head just moves back and forth.
Why they gotta be chitinous?
Well, they layered up over time.
It's better than than having an Icor or an Ichor, depending on who is saying it.
You all do see the Zebstrika just cackle with more electricity. But Chomps
Cackle?
is up. Cackle. Zebstrika.
Wow. Okay. Is this Hitmonchan is probably within Chonks's movability? Hell yeah. Chonks is enraged. Chonks is moving up to this Hitmonchan. And Chonks is gonna... I want to try an attack, and we're gonna go with Fire Fang. Chonks is gonna try to bite this motherfucker.
That's a natural
Yes.
20. What's this look like?
This looks like Chonk in a rage, because right, Scyther just got punched by this thing, like with its weird chitinous little fist, and it's like, and then Chonks runs up there and is like, not Scyther, my friend, who I've fought alongside for mere days at this point, and Chonks' maw opens up and right on this thing's midsection, and with the Fire Fang, it just kind of flares up in Chonks' mouth and burns and flinches this terrible, terrible foe.
Ooh, shit. That was a huge hit.
No defensive tactics, only offensive tactics.
That's how I've always played. Hell yeah, this staggers this fucking Hitmonchan. It does not look good now. The Zebstrika crackles.
Cackles.
It cackles. The pincer will move up.
Yeah, send me your bug type.
Yeah.
Send to, come on over, Pincer.
The pincer will move forward and lower its pincers, and as it's moving forward towards Scyther, they start clank, 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 and it's gonna try a double hit.
No,
-2?
that doesn't hit.
That's a natural 1. The pincer, as it clanks against Scyther side jumps up and like puts a blade on the pincer and kind of flips over its attack as it drops to the ground. It is prone because of a natural 1. The Murkrow flies into the air. Let's see if it has enough speed. It doesn't have enough speed, so it will just double move and stay in the air. Spoons.
Spoons is going to run up to the Hitmonlee and try to teleport it out of the situation.
Hell yeah. You are rolling
That's
amazing.
green as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's green as shit. So he does it, right?
Yeah, right in front of the Hitmonlee's face, and as it cocks back to kick him, what does this look like as Spoons teleports him away?
Yeah, so Spoons has like launched himself off of Victor's shoulder, and while he's flying forward like Superman, he teleports, hits this Hitmonlee, and just disappears with him. And maybe over the lake. Can he do it over the lake? Over the pond?
Yeah, for sure. He
Hell
has
yeah.
enough to get there. It's not too far out, but yeah.
Okay. I'll
Yeah?
take it. Yeah. Appears in midair, just drops this bitch right in the water.
You see it. The water just splash up. Next up is this guy in the very back. He looks to be the leader. He kind of steps in between the two, says, let's hurry up and finish this. And he throws the bag back towards the other grunts back here. So like, there's also another bag here for it. If you were wondering, because you asked about the bags earlier, there's just one in between these three people and their cart that's over here on the right, their toboggan looking sled.
And then the ones that they dropped, like here. Oh, you can't see that. Yeah, like there.
Here. Yeah.
I
Right
just
in front of that bridge.
pointed at the damn screen like Austin knew where I was pointing.
Oh, I seen it. And we'll just give him to the end of the bridge. Pidge.
Pichu is canonically riding on Pidge's back, correct? So I can just assume wherever Pidge goes, Pichu will be.
Yep.
Cool. Pidge is going to try and quick attack this Murkrow. Because there can be only one bird in the sky, and it is Pidge.
Hell yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that'll hit. Tell me what this hit in midair looks like. The Murkrow is staring down at Chonk, Scyther, the Pinsir, and the Hitmonchan, just kind of circling.
Yes, the melee below them. And as this Murkrow stares down at this battlefield, he doesn't even see Pidge coming. It's like the fucking, just like a bomber coming out of nowhere in the sky. Pichu holding on to Pidge's back feathers, hair rustling in the gust, while Pidge like flies in, wings extended, and just kind of glides right in there and swoops right across the top of this Murkrow and sends him tumbling.
Yeah, you see the Murkrow as it gets hit, feathers shoot off as it starts spinning. Anything else from Pidge?
No.
Chino is up.
Yeah. Chino is going to charge into the fray, bounding and yowling the whole time, and is going to, in the middle of a yowl, spit out an ember at this Pinsir.
Ooh, yeah. 10 will hit. Yeah, so you double that damage, so it's going to be 48, because fire is the weakness to this. And as that ember hits him, the Pinsir just screams out. You see like the teeth are clanging. The Pinsir's up top too. Yeah, this flame just engulfs him. And after Chino, Rictor is up.
Rictor he's gonna run forward, not the entire way, but he's gonna run forward a bit, and he's gonna yell, "Hey! He said you can keep your damn hands off them!"
Hell yeah. Roll intimidation.
Okay.
Technically a crit.
That's so sad.
You do see this Hitmonlee, like it's trying to stand up in the water, and as you do that, it kind of like splooshes back a little bit on its back and doesn't stand all the way up. Bruce, nope, you don't know his name. The guy in the front doesn't seem to be affected, but the two in the back do like look at each other. These two in the very, very back they'll start loading up this cart and like getting on it, ready to go. That's 3 6s, guys, on them.
Sign of the devil.
For the record, Victor is impressed. Like, dang. Leaf is going to swoop in at this Hitmonlee and use Confusion.
I'm gonna give a plus. Oh, never mind. It's not a physical attack. Still hits. Yes.
Confusion. Yeah. So eyes, as it's diving towards it, its eyes are glowing, and this wibbly wobbly timey-wimey psychic shit surrounds the Hitmonlee, sapping its energy and confusing it, allegedly.
Yes. And when the target is confused, let's see what it does. The target hits itself with a typeless physical struggle attack and can't take other actions that turn, so it has to attack itself with the struggle until it can save. But it does save at the beginning.
Does it also do double damage because psychic good against fighting?
Yep. Ooh. This Hitmonlee like kind of grabs its head in confusion. Goons
Will run up to kind of this cluster of enemy Pokemon, and she will use Snarl. So she Goons! Oh, and it does nothing.
As she runs up and gives that growl out, you see these 2 Pokemon just kind of tower above her. But Scyther, Chino, and Chonks surround Goons. Brola's up.
Ford, you notice that there's a buzzing in your pocket, and then you just hear Rotom.
I pull my phone out and look at it.
You see a message on your phone that just says, "Move closer."
I do that. I kind of look up like, move closer to what? But then I just walk straight forward.
Awesome. How far do you move?
How far can I move?
How far can you move, Austin?
You can move your speed.
30 feet?
Mhm.
I'll move 30 feet then.
Awesome. So you notice that the orange and blue kind of like, bzz, it goes away from your phone. And Austin, does this guy in the white jacket have a phone on him?
He does.
Okay, cool. Rotom is his phone.
Oh, nice.
And while he's on him, he's gonna cast Thunderwave. And by cast, I mean he's going to perform a Thunderwave.
You see as this hits him, like a jolt goes through his body, and he's just kind of like shaking at the end of this bridge, just kind of stuck there. Nice move. Clefairy's gonna run up and run past you, Rictor, to this pincer and use double slap. So yeah, she runs up and starts to smack at this pincer, and this pincer just looks at her. Pichu,
riding in on the back of Pidge, is going to try to thundershock this Murkrow because Pichu is ride or die, goddammit.
2 will hit.
Yes.
What does it look like when the first Pokemon in this fight?
I'll tell you exactly what it looks like though, because I thought of a really cool thing and I want to describe it. So Pidge had come in, knocked this Murkrow down. This Murkrow's spinning away, camera looking from the bottom up. All you see is the black outline of Pidge above, and then the background of lightning that just totally eclipses the back of Pidge, and then it comes down like different spider legs and into the Murkrow.
And the Murkrow drops. It's on the ground at the end of this thunder shock. Yeah, nice move. Sunny, she's running in the back and forth.
Can she get to the water?
Yes.
She gonna get in the water and dive in and try to head for the Hitmonlee. I don't know if she can attack him in the same situation or...
Yeah, that'll be a double move for her to get there.
Okay,
but
she can just start heading over there then.
So Victor's up.
Victor, I think he's gonna head for the Magikarp in the net, which they dropped in front of the bridge, I think you said?
So what you do see that this girl back here, she has a bag next to her that have Magikarp in it, along with the stones that they were taking off of their heads.
Okay, he's gonna head towards her then. And can he just like yell to them like, "Hey, you guys are way outnumbered. Please just back off right now."
I haven't even entered the fight yet.
Good, keep it that way.
If Rictor has heard this man say that, he is gonna yell out, "Yeah, and you already got bug zappered."
Yeah, you see, he says that as he's still, yeah, you haven't entered the fight yet.
Okay, just for ease of purpose. Apollo, do something!
No.
Yeah, so male Nidoran, Apollo. Shit, let's have him go to the Murkrow. Let's have him do attempt a poison sting.
That'll hit.
Okay, so he runs forward with his little horn down, and it starts like glowing with this purple energy with these like poison bubbles coming up. And then after the Murkrow has zapped by Pichu, he doesn't have a chance to rest before immediately just takes a chest full of poison horn.
Yeah, he tries to take in a breath, and right as he does, it's still hanging on. Liddy.
So Liddy's gonna try to use Nightshade against that pincer.
Okay.
And not move at all, staying right on Calynn's shoulder.
Nice. What does this look like? What does this hit look like?
I think Liddy just sitting on Calynn's shoulder, kind of like hiding in the hair that's coming over there, just kind of like creepily little like glides out of her hair a little bit, kind of looks over there. He gets like the angry eyes, and they just kind of like flash with a sheen of like purple on them, and it hits the pincer, and then Liddy just kind of like ghosts back into Calynn's hair.
Like maybe she gets big for just a second as she comes out and does that, and then shrinks back in.
She gets slightly larger, and then just like.
Nice.
I
Cubone.
love Liddy so much.
Me too. She's a sleeper.
Sleeper agent. All right, Cubone. Listen, I've done some math. Cubone could do like nothing. Cubone, if
that's
you're
close
being
enough. You can get
all right,
hit on Chan.
if you're being generous, I have a few that are a one range. So Cubone's gonna run into this fray alongside of Chunks and Scyther and everybody in there, and then it's gonna try to use Bone Club to smash that Hitmonchan.
Wrench Club.
Oh no! Oh no!
As,
Austin, does this 0 hit?
No, sorry. As Cubone runs up to hit the Hitmonchan, you see it's still laying into Scyther, and it just turns and just one punch knocks the wrench back out as Cubone swings it.
Does Cubone do the classic Cubone maneuver of like crying and stamping his little feet?
Yeah, bow. Yeah. Ford.
If Cubone has Bone Club, why doesn't Scyther have Dollar Shave Club? That's what I need.
It's just Fury swipes.
Okay, so Ford is looking at his phone, trying to get it to give him more messages, and he's kind of doing this number where he's holding it up and then holding it, and so he's just kind of moving in a circle, trying to get reception on his phone.
You moving any closer? Or just going like in a circle?
No. Yeah, just like turn.
Female Nidoran.
Female Nidoran, Artemis, heading in to the fray. She's gonna head for Hitmonchan, and like her brother, try to poison a bitch. Like that.
Poison that bitch.
Poison that bitch. Right in the ankle. Right in the Achilles tendon.
This poison dart smashes into the Hitmonchan's Achilles, and he staggers to the ground on one knee. Still up, though.
Chicken is going to look back and forth between Posey and Rictor. She's just like looking back and forth at both of them, and then Rictor's gonna go, non-lethal.
Inspiration.
What?
And she's gonna run forward, and then she's gonna do a razor leaf on this pincer.
Ooh.
Hey.
Natural 20. What do these leaves look like as they collide into this pincer?
Chicken looks positively gleeful with the amount of chaos that is happening right now. And she's just like bounding side to side, and she whips her head back and forth a little bit, and then you see the little leaf vine on her head just whip forward, and it just looks so happy as it springs out and then suddenly becomes a straight edge and smacks into this pincer and looks like it's about to decapitate him.
Yeah, because it cuts through and you see him like stagger back, like he's feeling this too. Basil sees these leaves fly through the air and looks up. It's his turn.
I think he's gonna sort of run a little bit past the fray so that, let me see, can I put him like here-ish? He's basically trying to like put himself between Victor and the enemy Pokemon. And then he will be, oh, he doesn't know Razor Leaf yet. All right, yeah, he's gonna Vine Whip the pincer.
9 will hit.
He cracks his whips on the ground and then launches them forward and kind of tries to wrap them around the pincer's horns and kind of slam him down a little bit.
As he slams his pincer down, you see that the pincer's whole body is kind of shaking back and forth, but its eyes are still open. As this guy on the front of the bridge just is still, he says, "You idiots, stop them!" And this guy behind him says, "Oh, yeah, right." And he'll move forward. And as he moves forward, you see him pull out straight up this black bat, and he'll swing it at Victor. Use bash. A 1 to hit. You can use speed or physical.
I'll use physical because that's a 2.
So what does it look like when Victor blocks this bat?
I think he just straight up like grabs it, like, you know, like one hand at the top and one hand kind of at the bottom, and just kind of like holds it there. And he's freaking terrified. He's like, "Oh man, you really went there, okay."
From behind you, you just hear Calynn like, "Hell yeah, Victor, get it!"
The guy in front of you says, "Well, can't get caught, sorry." And the girl says, "Yeah, can't get caught." As she comes up and has this little blade in her hand and swings it twice at forward, back and forth. Does an 11 hit for it?
Yeah? Did you just stab me?
Yeah.
Does an 11 with a razor blade hit? The straight razor?
You just said you wanted a shave like 30 minutes ago.
What kind of a monster? Like, what year is it that you're walking around with a straight razor?
Attend the tale of Sweeney.
It's 18 minus your defense. And then let me see how this double strike works so I'm not doing it wrong.
Oh, 2 stabs.
So I'm just going to go ahead and say you take the 18 and the 21 because that's the damage twice instead of doubling it.
Okay.
But you get to minus your defense twice as well.
Okay, got it.
All right. Posey.
Okay, so Posey's going to run around the crowd here and sort of like I can't, right in front of the pincer, right in front of where the pincer's looking. And then let's do a bite.
Hell yeah. An 11 hits.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
What's it look like when Posey takes this pincer out?
Posey comes running in, like I said, runs around the crowd. And then I guess everybody's sort of focusing on the pincer, so they're not really seeing Posey run up. And Posey just runs up and just takes a big old bite out of this thing, just in a rage. It makes that kind of a noise.
Yeah, this pincer drops to the ground, swirls in its eyes, and Growlithe moves and gets to go because they didn't get to go before. Growlithe will think about running into the Hitmonlee, but think better of it and double move to get here. Growl. These two grunts in the back are loading the rest of their stuff up on this toboggan by the Zebstrika, and they try to get the Zebstrika to leave. It doesn't, so they start to run. And that's what they do on their turn. Spruce.
Spruce, my sweet baby boy, he doesn't have a lot of movement. So I'm just gonna double move him to get him up here.
He's just a little pine cone.
He's a little guy. He's a big guy, but he's a guy. He's a fella.
Pine. I don't know what sound they make.
I like to think that he goes, Pine. Pine girl.
Oh my god, yes.
Pine girl.
He's a low one. Pine girl, bro. Anything else with him? So, as this commotion is all taking place outside of this grandma's house in this pond, you all are battling, your Pokemon are going crazy. We take a little break from this. We see inside the lake where the Magikarp that was thrown in looks stunned as it enters back into the water. Another Magikarp swimming with a Everstone on its head quickly swims by and collides with the Magikarp. We see them both slowly float away from each other. And as the Magikarp with the Everstone spins in the water, we see it has swirls in its eyes. But behind it, as the other Magikarp slowly drifts out of scene, we just see a bright white light. You guys can catch more of me at CZ Drop all over all the socials. And if you like live plays, I run an Animorphs alternate universe TTRPG where a different group of idiot teenagers with the Death Wish gain the power to turn into any animal they can touch and go try to fight evil alien parasites that take over your brain and your life and your mom and your dad. And if you want to find all that, that's Dungeons and Dracon Beams. You can go to linktr.ee/CZ Drop. That's linktree/CZ Drop.
Hi, I'm Kaycie. I do podcasts like Animorphs Anonymous and Hearse Girls. I also draw stuff on Art Corner, which is every third Tuesday of the month on twitch.tv/CZDrop. And I also draw stuff in the form of my webcomic B-Side You, which is a gay romance webcomic that takes place in the early 2000s. That is free to read at bsideyoucomic.com. It's also on Tapas and Webtoons. It is less free to read, but you get early access pages and bonus pages at patreon.com/KCD Studios if you want to help support me making my dreams. If you want to find me everywhere else on the internet, you can go to linktr.ee/KCD Studios. All right, bye.
You can find me at horsegirls.club because I am learning how to become a horse girl. Spoiler, it's not going good. I'm not retaining a lot, but they're trying hard.
You can find me across the internet at Alex and Birds. If you go to linktr.ee/Alex and Birds, you can find a list of many of the things I do. Not all of them, but at least the regular things like Animorphs Anonymous, which we've done all sorts of Apple Grant properties. And if you go to twitch.tv/Animorphs Anonymous, you can find us making people read it for the first time and giving their opinions on it. Notably at this time, a swan named Emily. You never know who else we're going to convince to read it. Also, Horse Girls, horsegirls.club. You can find Tim there too. We're training to be a horse girl. It's going super well. He's retaining a lot. We also do Dungeons and Dracon Beams, which Austin is the GM of. We're idiot teens with a death wish. He said that already, but I'm letting you know we're really, really fucking dumb. Guys, we're real idiots. We keep rolling nat ones. Late starters, that's this one. Welcome, you found it. Congratulations. Also, surprise, we do Surprise Attack Book Club, which drops in a bunch of different feeds, and it's great. When does it drop? We can't tell you that. It's a frickin' surprise. Also, things like Guild of Granddaughters. Check it out.
If you want to help these three floundering older than average trainers on their Pokemon journey, financially speaking, in exchange for goods and services, the form of character journals and stickers and I don't know what else, random shit that we do. You can go to the Late Starters Patreon. That's right. Patreon.com/late starters. Come support our floundering trainers as they flounder their way through the Kanto region. Thanks in advance, buddy.
You can start late, but at least you're starting.